Welcome back to Lightwork Era Season 2. Let's go. So, Lightwork Era, this podcast is a space for conversations about culture, identity, and the ways people build meaningful lives through their work and the communities around them. Today's guest is someone whose work sits at the intersection of artistry, culture, and connection. If you've ever met her, the first thing you'll notice is her infectious smile, the beauty she carries so naturally, and the resilience that shows up in the way she moves through her work and her style. As a master loctician and line dance instructor, she has built spaces where people gather, celebrate, and express themselves freely. Hair has always been a form of storytelling in Black culture. Dance has always been a form of celebration. And when these two worlds meet, woo, something powerful happens. Today, we're talking about beauty, creativity, joy, and the cultural traditions that keep communities connected. Lightwork Era family, please help me welcome Janay Camper. Woo!
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks for having me. I'm super excited to be here.
Yes, I'm so excited to have you.
Thank you.
Yes.
That was an amazing introduction, by the way.
Okay.
I was like,
all true, all facts.
indeed.
Yes, that part. So how are you arriving today? How are you feeling as you're arriving?
I'm feeling pretty good and just wanted to make sure that I show up as my full self so that people who haven't met me yet can get the full experience.
Yes.
But other than that, I'm feeling really good. And thank you for having me.
You're so welcome. Thank you for saying yes. The yes is what opens the door, right? Mm-hmm. So this is happening because you said yes.
Amen.
So thank you for, your agreement to pull up to Lightwork Era. Okay?
Of course.
So we're going to start at the beginning. So I'm always curious about where people's stories start. So before the dance classes and the clients in your chair, what first pulled you into doing hair? Yeah, let's start with hair.
Okay, so my grandfather was a barber.
Oh.
And so that's kind of where I started. His barbershop was across the street from my high school.
Okay.
So that was just like for me a meeting spot where I would go and, see him, of course, spend time, sweep up the hair. I was just so proud because my grandfather, had a business and, I just, I used to brag about it like, oh, I'm going to the shop after school. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of where it started. At the same time, or prior to that in middle school, I had family members who I went to school with. And, at that age, we just didn't have it like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I started doing our hair just because we had to keep up. Yeah. And we had to be cute.
Yes.
We were cheerleaders, stuff like that. So we had to keep up a look, and we had to figure out a way. Mm-hmm. And so started, with braiding in middle school, things like that. And then transitioning into high school where I still did dance and cheer. Mm-hmm. We had to keep our looks going there. And then I would be able to even bring people to my grandfather's barbershop and do stuff there. So that was fun because I started booking seniors at that point. I started doing weaves.
You were a junior or a freshman?
I started in my junior year.
Oh, wow.
I would bring the seniors over and I had a chair I could do their hair in for their proms and things like that. And to be honest, my mom knew how to do everything. Okay. Definitely my mom. My mom, I didn't really understand until I started working in the shop how many people go to the shop, right? Because mom did everything at home. She was the beauty supply queen. She would go, she knew how to do the microwave ponytails. And, so I was so accustomed to looking good, but doing it from home that I didn't really realize, shop life until I was grown, even though that's my life. We did a lot of this stuff at home. Yeah. So, the natural skills that I was given, from living in the house with my mom and then my grandfather having a shop, that's how I transitioned into monetizing everything. Okay. Because I was like, I could get paid for this, because, when you're young, you're trying to figure it out and get to some money, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to lean on the parents anymore, or you just want what you want. Because when they shopping what they want to buy.
Yeah.
So, all of those things kind of like put me where I am today. So that's the foundation.
Okay. Yes. You said microwave ponytail. Oh my gosh.
Oh yes.
That took me. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Yes. Yes. We used to do all the things, get the spritz, all the stuff. Definitely was in that era. So behind the chair, you hear a lot of people's stories all day. What are some of the conversations that come up most often when you are being master loctician?
Well, I am also a master barber.
Okay.
So
yes.
I forgot to add that into my beginning story, but when I want to say I was about 28 at the time, I went to barber school. By then I had my second child. And so I just had to, she gave me the go to like, I was already a mother, so I was pretty responsible.
Yeah.
But that was just like the be all you can be, And so I went to barber college, and then I was thinking, it was like, it kept me connected to my grandfather, who I lost in the 12th grade. So I wanted to, after, life happened, I arrived at barber school. And then, so barber school, it kind of, as a female barber, it was very difficult to, I don't want to say make a name for myself, because I was known, especially being his granddaughter, but it was hard to get the clientele and the respect being a mother.
Yeah.
I would be in the shop and then baby get a fever, right?
Yeah.
And I'm, you go to the ER and you're not coming back after that. You don't know how long you're going to be there, right? And that just didn't work with the lifestyle of a mother, being a barber. When I got my license, it was around 2018. So with that being said, I had to pivot. I had to figure out a way to like, okay, I got my barber license now, but I just couldn't get the clientele because I couldn't be consistent in the way I needed to show up, in the barbershop. So I've done some other jobs. Like I started working for the county and things like that.
Okay.
And that was going pretty well. And I eventually joined a program where I was able to get my bachelor's degree. Okay. But then the work and the school combo was too hectic.
Yeah.
And so that's how I arrived at doing hair.
Okay.
Again, I went into the barbershop to try to work for myself, where I can create my own hours and things like that. And then I started doing my hair and my daughter's hair on camera. That's kind of where both of my daughters. So when I didn't have the clientele and I started recording and posting that's where Nay Bae Locs came from.
Okay. I love that name.
Thank you.
It's the cutest name.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
It was basically on accident, on purpose. It was just like, okay, I don't have the clientele. I need social media to bring them in here. What can I do? Yep. And so I started doing my hair on camera, my daughters, and next thing you know, I got flooded. And shortly after that, I flew out to Plano, Texas, and I got a training by a lady named, her name is Key. Okay. Her page is called The Key to Beauty. Okay. She was offering a lock class, and she is absolutely my favorite loctician. Really look up to her. And so I flew out, took her class all day, and because it's like, even though I had been doing locks for maybe like 5-6 years, it was like I wasn't doing them 24/7. Yeah. And I was like, I want to be the best. I want to be that girl if I'm going to transition from barbering. Yeah. And little do you know, it happened. It happened for me. It happened fast, and it really provided me the stability to do everything else I wanted to do. I was able to finish my bachelor's degree. And then from that, I was able to also start the line dancing class. I have ADHD. That's number one. So school was very hard for me. And all the cortisol, the stress, trying to finish school, running my own hair business. Yeah. I needed to find something fun to do to lose weight. And so that's where we got to, okay, where can I take this class? I always wanted to do like those step aerobics classes, but they were too far. Yeah. And I'm just like, once I make it home, I'm not coming back out. Like, I had to be realistic. And so, and then I thought about, well, I could do my own class and then line dancing.
I'm so glad you did.
Thank you. That's something like I knew how to do that I could, and great cardio, So I created my own class because I couldn't find one to come to in the area I wanted it to be in. And I had, a friend that had her own dance studio, not dance, I'm sorry. It was an event space.
Okay.
And then we turned that into, can I do my classes here? So we did a trial run, and next thing you know, I had like 30 people within a couple of weeks. And so that's where we started, and we're about a year in now on that one. So, 2 years in on the lock business. So.
Oh, isn't that just...
It was situational.
Wow.
It was me trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
And did.
And look at how much it's thriving.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. You're welcome. So hair has always been tied to identity in Black communities and in your work. How do you see women connecting their hair to how they see themselves?
Oh, that's so heavy. Our hair is, I feel like, directly linked to how we feel, our emotion.
Oh, yeah.
And so with the lock journey, it's going to make you or break you. Yeah. Everybody don't make it. Okay. So when it comes to the lock journey, it's serious. Yeah. I've seen tears in the chair, all types of things, because, I have people struggling with that identity part, the beauty, and you see the locks, but the ones that you see that you think you want, right? Yeah. They're years in. Yeah. And so you say, I want to start my locks, hoping to achieve that, not knowing it's going to be 5 years before you look like that. And so I'm also the person that you come to, even though I do respect the lock journey, I also respect, like, tomorrow my birthday. Yeah. Right. There's parts of the journey I need a look. That are not fitting for, and I don't want to say fitting. I don't want to put that heavy word. I want to say there are parts of the journey where you don't want to necessarily struggle with that. Yeah. And you need instant, And so I'm the person that's in the middle. Yes, we're going to go do the journey. We're not going to do anything to your locks that's going to harm them until you get to the point you want to be at. Yeah. However, I'm going to give you a quick look. Okay. So that you can get through your birthday. And that's why you see, like, I have the extra, the curly hair, things like that. Yeah. And so those are the things that just help us and give us, what do you call it? It gives us options, right? Yeah, because locks can become repetitive and, you'll look the same so often. And I'm here to bring the diversity and change to the lock game. Yeah. So that's my area. And so, that's where a lot of people, I see them struggling, where they, want these cute looks, but they don't want to do the downtime in between, And I hate that the journey is that way, but it is. And so I've seen, like I said, a lot of tears, a lot of people realizing that I really got to love myself. Oh, yeah. I really got to get my confidence from somewhere else until I like my hair, right? Because with the lock journey, you're just not going to, I won't say you won't like it. It's an acquired taste. And there are parts of it that you won't like the same way you would, going to get your hair done the way you used to. Yeah. And so a lot of women, struggle with that transition. And I just love to give them confidence and tell them, like, you're going to be cute and, and this part of your journey, enjoy it, because I always see them struggle, right, when their locks are short or they're not mature yet. And then they transition over and now their locks are long, thick, healthy. And they're like, man, I miss when they were short. Yeah. But they were crying back then, you know? So it's just something you have to really embrace, and you have to love yourself. And if you didn't, the lock journey gonna make you do so.
Ooh, I love that. Love that. And how many years have you been in with locks?
I've been locked about 4.5 years now. Yeah, I've been through so many different stages. I started out with the fake ones. I hated them. But, I started off with a bald head, so when you're bald, you need a little help, because I was just limited on styles. Yeah. So, I ended up ripping those things out about 9 months later because my hair has started flourishing like our hair does in locks. So, yeah, but I'm about 4.5 years in, and I couldn't be happier.
Yeah, love that. Well, so what separates someone who simply does hair from someone who truly understands the meaning. I feel like you just answered this piece of it because it's about the identity and the confidence and just being versatile. But when you look at your skin in the game with, being on both sides as a master, what would you say to someone that's like getting started behind the chair?
Don't do it if you wouldn't do it for free.
Ooh.
Because even though the lock business for me, it gave me stability that I couldn't find in any other job.
Yeah.
And the freedom, because for everything I do now, like I could take my girls with me, my daughters, and that was tough, trying to work 2 and 3 jobs and go to school. And then it's like, where do they go? Yeah. Now they're right there with me when I'm doing locks. They're right there with me during line dancing. Even though that's a bit off topic, I would do this even if it was for free. You have to love it that much, because if you don't, it's going to come out in your work. You're going to be able to see, like, she doesn't care about me. For me, I feel like one of my strengths when it comes to doing hair is that I'm going to stay there until I like it.
Until you like it. Yeah.
So, this is, it has caused me trouble at times because, we're a schedule type of culture. Like I got somewhere to be. And I always try to typically tell my clients, don't come when you have something else to do. Try to expect to be with me. Yeah. Because, there's different factors that contribute to is us going past our appointment time. Yeah. We're going to have a good time. For one, we're going to be talking. And so that's why I say don't do it if you don't love it, right? Okay. After so many years, you'll get faster, speed will get up. But until then, it's something that you got to spend that time. And if you're worried about money so much, you won't be able to put that love into the hairstyle, right? You don't really be, I don't like that, let me do it over. Yeah. And that's my strength. Everybody is like, I don't care how long I sit here because I know you're going to get me right. And so, like I said, that would affect me on the flip side, right? Because I could do less clients in a day than someone else, but I wouldn't change it for the world because I'm happy. I enjoy what I'm doing. They're always happy. They always come back.
And they look good.
Thank you.
And they look good. Yeah. Of course, we do all the looking at the page, and I see it in real life with your girls and just other clients. Yeah, I see it. You're welcome. And I just love a lot of things about your story. And you're not just creating like beauty spaces, Nay. You're also creating spaces where people move. You mentioned line dances. We celebrate that and connecting through dance, right? So I want to shift this a little bit and talk about the line dancing part of your world. Yes. So let me see where I want to start with this. So there's something special about a room full of people dancing together. It just doesn't, get any more fun than that. What do you think that experience gives people that they may not get just on a regular Monday night?
For one, it gives you that community and that accountability, right? Because when you're not there, it's like, where were you? And so for me, as the instructor, it kept me consistent. Like, people know, rain, sleet, late, but never I'm coming. Yeah. They know that. And so I really am very big on that when it comes to line dancing. Yeah. Also hair. Yeah. But for the most part, I haven't been as committed to anything as I have line dancing, because it's so easy to just do something else, right? Yeah. It's just an hour. Yeah. I just want to make sure I'm there. I would just hate that one time somebody came to connect and I just wasn't there. Yeah. And then, people's work schedules, so with it being on a Tuesday evening for now, it's like, what if that one Tuesday you called in and you're available and then I'm not there? So I just think, with that, it just feels like a party. It feels like I got to get there. Yeah. It changed it from, the vibe of being at the gym by yourself to like a group, And so I know people can't wait to get there and talk to people and network. Yeah. They're telling us like what they have going on. We have Miss London. That's a young lady. She's a senior. She's going to college. So, you know, stuff like that. So every week she's like filling us in on like, oh, I got this scholarship now. I got into this college. My prom is coming up, you know, so things like that.
Yeah.
So it's like outside of her family, she can't wait to get there and tell us. And I just love that space that it created. Yeah. And that was like unintentional. I was just like, I need to work out consistently. Yeah. And I need to do it somewhere local. And I can't find it, so I'm going to make it. Yeah. And it turned into so much more than that.
Yeah, you know? Exactly. So. And that's how I met you, right? Yeah. You know, so through an invite through my bestie, shout out to Q. So she was like, girl, you know, we run all the calories and have all the fun. And so I've been hooked ever since, you know, and I just think it's such a special thing that happens. And it is more like, I don't care what I have to do. I'm a vroom vroom and make sure I get there.
And it's a form of self-care, to be honest.
Yeah. Sure.
I have turned into a workaholic.
What do you mean by that?
Where I have to be ready for whatever. Okay. I feel like financially. Okay. Having 2 girls, anything from like car trouble to like, we got a field trip tomorrow. Like I've experienced so many abrupt financial tugs on myself. And so that's what made me like, anytime I'm free, I need to be accumulating some income because I never know what they're going to need. And I just don't want to not be ready. Yeah. I always want to be prepared because I feel the safest that way. And so with that being said, I didn't realize how much of community and, family, what do you call it? I didn't.
Just that atmosphere.
The atmosphere. Yeah. I didn't realize how much of that I was missing from working in offices and things like that. Yeah. It's like almost since I started like line dancing and doing hair consistently, I don't even need no friends. Yeah. I got friends, but now I got more. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, you know, trying to convince your friends to show up and get their hair done or show up in line dancing. Yeah. I don't even ask them no more.
Hello. Nay, you better say that.
And I love my friends, but it's like, of course I got new friends. Y'all.
Yeah, I mean, that is part of what branching out and walking in your purpose, what that does. Because then you can prepare, but you can't predict. So you being prepared for your girls to handle their stuff, to handle your stuff, that's how you are. And I was
able to maintain that way.
Yes.
So like, you know, when you say like, okay, I'm not going to party, I'm not going to club, you know, when you try to lock in, when you get to that point in life, because you like, I just want to be successful more than I want to breathe, right? Yeah. All of that fun stuff, you like, I do that later. Yeah. And when I got there, I didn't know how fulfilling the things that I chose to do for work would be. So I got to the point to where like, I didn't have to come back out of that lock-in feeling because I was getting the same dopamine from the hair, from the line dancing. And so it really changed my entire lifestyle. Yeah. You know, to doing stuff that was healthier for me. Mentally, emotionally, physically, all of the above. So.
Yeah. I love that. Mental, emotionally, physically, that spirit.
And I was and I'm just overall happier now than I've ever been. Just because I'm going to work. Yeah. And being able to, you know what I'm saying? That's a 2-for-1. Like being able to pay for the things I need and be stable. And then the dopamine you get from just having those conversations, being around those people, the physical aspect. Like I realized long term, like the whole recipe created just happiness that I didn't have before. Yeah. So I'm thankful.
That is beautiful. That is beautiful journey. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So between hair and dance, you're making people feel seen. What does that's some weight to that. So what does that responsibility feel like for you?
It feels very familiar.
Ooh, wait a minute. You said it feels very familiar. Yeah. Oh, that hit me. What do you mean by that, Nay?
I'm a single mom. Okay. So let's start there. Okay. I always had them depending on me. Yeah. So even though it is heavy, like you said, it's something I was prepared for ultimately. And that's why I could zero in on it and say like, I might got on one shoe, but I'm here. You know, like even when life is going crazy, you guys see me coming in there. Yeah. So there's some times where I'm teaching the dance and I might mess up because I just got so much on my mind. Yeah. But just me being present And, you know, hearing you guys like that, it's okay, girl, we understand, you know, it's just like, man, I feel like y'all hugged me. Or, you know, running late, you know, you fighting, you know, things, because, you know, it's very important for me to be there and show up, because I feel like, you know, like you said, people are depending on me, and I just know, like, they love me, they're gonna be there, you know, like, and it's just, man, I didn't know how much, you know, I'm used to being the one giving, and I didn't realize how much I would receive back from this, and it's so great, like sometimes I'll be like, you know, want to talk to somebody about something, I'm like, I'm gonna wait till Tuesday, I'm gonna tell them.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because it's just, man, I feel like I got, you know, so many aunties and sisters and, man, like,
it's a whole range. And like, I just really want you to hear that we love being there, you know, love you and how you show up, your girls. Like, it is truly like just an expansion. And I know what I know, and I know this is like just another step for you, no pun intended, but just another step in where you're headed.
Amen.
Yeah,
I receive that.
Yes, absolutely. That's
Thank
just
you.
all facts. Yeah, you're welcome. Do you have like a favorite line dance? I know we're gonna get into a little bit more, but do you have like one that just, when you at the house, like cooking or something, that you just do off rip?
It's definitely ga ga ga.
Really?
That's my one.
Really?
I think I'm just obsessed with the music and the instruments in that music.
Okay.
It feels like, it makes me feel like my roots, like Louisiana, like that's where, not my roots directly, but my family.
Okay.
Both
Mine
sides,
too.
mom and dad side, is from Louisiana. And so it's like that music that it's just like, it sounds good now. It seems like the older generation would like it. It's just, it's the music in there. And then there's no words. So it's just a vibe.
Yeah.
So I think that's why that's my favorite line dance.
Okay. I love it.
It makes me feel like my granddaddy, but then my daughter. But you know, it kind of like,
it's that fusion, huh?
Yeah. It brings it all together for me. So I think that's why it's my favorite, because it's the way it makes me feel.
Okay.
And then it got a couple of old moves in there, but then it got some new ones.
Yeah.
So it's timeless.
Okay. Oh, I love that word, timeless. I always pick a word like for the year. And so this year my word is discernment, but I like that word, timeless. That is something that you can carry and use in so many different ways. Yeah.
And that's another thing too, now that you said that, I feel like that's my word. I don't know if it's the year or the season, but I feel like it's timeless. I feel like everything I'm doing, it won't get old.
Yeah.
And that's why these two things I'm doing, which is hair and line dancing, that's why they give me stability. Because in a recession, or, you know, no matter what, I'm going to be working.
Yeah.
And so I'm about to start my master's program in August.
Oh, you better do it.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. What are you going to study?
Systems engineering.
Whoa.
It's a pivot, but I just feel like, you know, if I'm gonna go to school more, I gotta get some money.
It gotta make sense. And then
I gotta be worth more, you know what I'm saying, on paper than I am, because I make pretty good money doing hair and line dancing.
Yeah.
So I had to pull out, you know, and I always been good at computers, you know, since a little girl, but life pushed me into these other directions, doing hair and line dancing and things like that. So I had to dig deep and say, like, if I'm gonna do the master's program, I gotta do it, you know, for me, do something that I'm genuinely interested in. So it's gonna be a pivot, obviously, from my normal background, because my first degree is in like communications.
Okay.
And so it's new, but it's not new to me in my heart. Like I always been a geek. You know, a tech geek. So I'm excited about it. Definitely. But, you know, these things just provided me that stability to be able to, you know, when the what do you call it, when the stock markets crash, like the recession, when things happen.
Need something that's gonna be foolproof. You got that already though, but
so it's like, and the best thing I feel like about me is my ability to move.
Okay.
I'm not married. I'm not married to the line dancing. I'm committed. You see, I show up. And here I'm committed, but I'm not married. If life pushes me completely into an office job, I'm going. I listen. I hear them. I hear them differently, and so I'm going.
Yeah.
And And so, yeah, had I not listened to the, you know, the pull towards hair and line dancing that he gave me, I wouldn't have had the stability that I have now to be able to choose what was next. You know what I mean? So, and if he pulls me away from it, I'm gonna listen to as much as I love it. You know, I'm always find some time for it. It just might not be as much, but you know, yeah.
But before we pivot, I want to just rewind just a little bit, because I noticed the emotion you had when you were talking about what it takes, like, to show up as a mom and those things. So, like, let's take a deep breath, because it's like, oh yes, and just the responsibility and how things can be heavy. But what do you want your girls to know about what you're doing currently in your life?
I want them to know that they always belong wherever I'm at.
Yes.
That's why every job that I have right now, they can go with me. I was very big on that. I've worked in, you know, previous, you know, barbershops and things, or, you know, corporate America. And it's, you know, obviously these are not spaces for kids. And it's just like, I'm mama and you belong everywhere I'm at. And so it's kind of like that sense of belonging, but also responsibility. No excuses.
Okay.
Right. I don't want to hear them tell me, you know, in the future, well, I couldn't because of this, and no. Find a way.
An example.
So if I couldn't find these things, for example, there's other dance classes out there. They're not for kids. I have been teaching class holding a baby before. One of the girls, you know, they'll have a baby and I'll hold the baby so she can dance, so she can get the full experience. And I'll teach, you know, so you just don't realize how important that is until you don't have it, you know. And so I want them to get, you know, a sense of belonging, but also no excuses. I don't want them to say, I couldn't because of anything. Show me how you could and show me how you can. Like, and
show me how you can. That's so powerful.
And so that's what, that mindset is what allowed me to, you know, branch off and be able to show up for other people, because I was just showing up for them so hard that I found spaces where I could, you know, open that up. So it's important.
It is. It's so important. Yeah. You're a good mama.
Thank you.
You're a good mama. So I want to think about something bigger, about what Black women might need right now, just from your point of view. Okay. From what you've seen in your work, what do you think Black women are craving more of right now in their lives? Maybe from your sister girls, or just you talking to your mom, anything?
I feel like we're craving more spaces like the ones that I have created so far, that, you know, something to look forward to. You know, life is hard, and mental health is hard and things like that. So it's kind of like sometimes being able to come to line dancing and see your girls, being able to go get your hair done where you're looking and feeling better, you know, those spaces, they just give us something to look forward to and remind us to keep going. And like you said, the consistency of line dancing, it's the every Tuesday. And then it's like, even if you miss, I get to go next week. It's kind of a space where it gives you grace. It's like it's coming up, so it gives you like kind of responsibility to try to show up. But then if you don't, there'll be next week. It's that little feeling of like forgiveness and grace, and it's gonna be there. Ooh. So, you know, it'll wait for you. And they say, "Oh, I'm gonna come in as soon as I can." And I say, "Don't worry about it. Take your time. We'll be here. So you just wait until you're able to be. You know." So. And that's the thing, like, you know, like, what if someone, you know, did the shift bid or something and to get Tuesdays off, and then I cancel? You see what I'm saying? I'm like, I got to keep it going. I would like to add more days because there are more ladies. But I'm just like, I got to be consistent. You don't know just what that little space of belonging, or where, you know, where you'll be missed, and you don't know what that does for people. Some people don't have that.
So. You're so right. So you building that, it's a forever thing. Like it's something that people have experienced, and now that's a part of their life. You know, so you're like, okay, yeah, I used to line dance. Nay, and what's the name of your line dance company?
It's called Square One Line Dancing.
Okay, what made you name it Square One Line Dancing?
Because when I was getting started, and then I was just, you know, I like to name everything after me, right? And I was just like, no, because that kind of takes away from the situation sometimes, you know, being so me. And I definitely didn't want that for line dancing. So Square One is, I feel like that's the beginning. That's where you start, in Square One, when you start anything.
Yeah. So
the business was brand new. The idea of it was brand new. This is at the top of boots on the ground when I started this. So, you know, like everything was brand new. And I felt like Square One, you know, that's where we all are. When you first show up to class, you at Square One. I was at Square One when I started it. And then, you know, you have square dancing. And so it kind of like made sense.
It does.
You know, so that's where the name came from.
Okay. Square one, back to square. That means you also can always come back.
Amen.
You know, that's what that is too, right? Like it's always going to be like back to basics.
It's forgiving.
Yes, it's very forgiving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize how deep that name was, you know, when I started it, but it means a lot to me. Now that I see it, this idea of it showing back up a lot in my life.
It's going to keep, and it's going to continue to do that.
I don't know where to begin. Square one.
Right. Square one.
That's where you begin.
Exactly. So then let me ask you this, Nay. What has this journey taught you? You're reflecting, you talk to your girls every day, I'm sure, like on the drive to school, all the things, but what are you learning about yourself?
What I feel like I'm learning the most is what they used to tell us back in the day about church. Come as you are.
Oh. Yeah.
I feel like just that is the heaviest thing I could, you know, say that like describes the whole where I'm at and what I've learned from it. Yeah. Like I said, if I get there and I got on one shoe, I'm gonna get a hug. I'm gonna get respected. I'm gonna get, you know, they're gonna, you know, kind of still look at me to teach. Yeah. I don't feel like there's anything I could do where I'm not gonna be trusted to lead that class. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I could be in pain. I could be, I gotta use the bathroom, like, and they're gonna wait till I get back. Yeah. And it's just like I've never felt more, what's the word I'm looking for?
There's so many that can fit. Maybe even appreciated, seen.
Yeah.
Supported. You know, just
the sense of belonging is the best thing I could. You know, I've never felt like a puzzle piece. Yeah. Like that, like you go right here, this is where you belong.
That's where you fit. Yeah.
So, and it's crazy because when I, you know, think about how I got here where I am, it was just a lot of like, you know, small ideas or small things that just end up pushing me. Yeah. Even from getting over to Carson. Yeah. I took a class in Carson and then the instructor was like, yeah, well, this is my last session here. And I was like, what? No. And so then the person who owned the dance studio where she was at, they found me on Instagram and reached out to me. Wow. And so I'm just like, wow, I wanted to go to her class. And then I would have, at the time, mine's on Thursdays and go to someone else's on Tuesdays. Yeah. Because I started finding more of them to go to once I created one. So I was happy, like, okay, I'm going to get to go be a student, right? Because that's important to me too. Okay. And so go be a student one day and then I can go and just to see how someone else did it. I had no experience ever going to one before I had one. Okay. So it was just, and then my first class was her last one. That's how I end up in Carson to begin with.
Oh, that's just divine timing.
And then they got a new building. And then some of the girls from the class told me about the space we're in now, Adventure on Event Space in Carson. So they were like, it's an event space, but it's covered. It's mirrors everywhere. It will be perfect. Yeah. And it was. Yeah. I said, I don't care how much it is. Give it to me. Yeah. We need it. Yeah. This is nice. It smells clean. It looks good. I just love being there. So it was a perfect fit. And like you said, my network. Me going to someone else's class, the building owner there reached out. And then one of the students told me about another one once that closed. So it was just like, I'm telling you, the network, the people I meet. And then I man, so many people in the class, they're like, you know, since I have a couple of things I'm doing. I'm running all the social media pages. And that's a lot.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And so I've had this week, I had my one of the line dance ladies that show up, she made the flyer. And I was just like, thank you. You know, but it's just like they see what I need.
Yeah.
They like see me. They see what I need. They convince me to do it. And when I tell them, like, you know, they know it'll take me a little while and I'll do it. And I feel like trust is being built that way as well.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, okay, I see what she's saying. I see she has a lot on her plate. And so when I don't do it, they do it. If I don't post, they post. And it's kind of, like I said, that accountability. And it doesn't make me feel alone.
Yeah.
And a lot of spaces I feel alone just because, you know, I always thought that, you know, nobody's going to come save you. So you got to do it.
Yeah.
And line dancing has provided me community support system in a way that I didn't expect it to.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
I'm thankful.
Yeah, definitely not alone. The ladies there are so amazing. They really are.
I count on them just as much as they count on me.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
Definitely. You built something really, really special. Really special. Do you remember it was like right before class ended and the guy was there with the horses?
Yes.
I just thought that was, and then I was looking, you know, just trying to make a connection. Yeah. I was like, so this is a year of the fire horse or something like in Chinese astrology. And I was just like, look at this, because it's about like speed and, you know, making pivots and having like attachment to growth and being able to like elevate. So seeing that just show up at your line dancing class, and it was just two beautiful horses.
It was like, look, there's a horse outside the door in the middle of Carson.
Yeah.
In a business area. They were just right there.
Yeah, just like, hello.
Man, that was, I mean, that was powerful.
Yeah.
It just made me feel like we were in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, exactly. Which makes me think about the future. So you're used to being that person that's creating spaces for everyone else, Nay. And people don't always necessarily stop to ask what you want next. Now, you have mentioned that you're about to be a whole master's student in a few months, but let's talk about a couple of things that you feel like you are most proud of. Would it include finishing school? What would you put on that list?
Well, school brought it out, but I'm really proud of figuring out that I had ADHD.
Okay, let's talk about that.
I'm very proud of that, because when I tell you I thought I was crazy, and I didn't, and I'm just like, something's wrong. Something's wrong, and it's like it gave so much understanding just to what I was experiencing, and then finding out that there's a whole network out there of people. And I won't not even like network, like we use each other, but just to find out like you're not the only one going through it. And then like some of the richest people have ADHD. And that just was so powerful for me, because it feels like a handicap. Even when you go to school and you let them know like you're a part of the disability department at that point.
Were you an adult or?
I was like 33. I'm 30. I'm 37 now. I was like 33 when I found out.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I was just like, something's wrong. And then everything about me, from, you know, having, you know, clutter in my front seat next to me, all my stuff, all my things, to the way that I, you know, ramble when I talk, to the way that I get stuff done at the last minute. I always thought I was lazy, you know, because that's what you are taught.
You start getting that conditioning.
And then you learn words, you know, as you get older, like procrastination. And ours is a little bit unintentional. I found out that when you have ADHD, the endorphins release in your brain for you to go and get stuff done, that like fight or flight feeling, they release late. That's why you do stuff late, not because you're lazy.
Right.
However, the power in that is knowing. Now that I know, I gotta make them release early. So I have to do stuff like set alarms.
Yeah.
I have to do stuff like change the time on the clock, right? To be on time. I have to, you have to trick yourself. So your body still, no matter what is, the endorphins are not going to release to the last minute, but then you have to tell yourself when the last minute is. And I need the last minute to be an hour early so I can be on time. So instead of you expecting the world to understand what you're going through, you got to understand the world and train yourself in it, right? So had I not known that I had ADHD, I would have never figured out ways to get through it at work. So it was just, knowing was just enough. It's not a crutch. It's not a handicap. It's just reality. And without you knowing that reality, you know, you feel like something's wrong with you.
You begin to judge yourself,
others.
Yourself.
And you, and it's powerful because not knowing, you can slide into depression. You know, that whole "what's wrong with me?" Life make you feel like that anyway. So
it don't take much to go to that side.
So it's just, knowing was just powerful. Not to, you know, something's wrong, but no, this is what's wrong. Specifically. And people who have ADHD do this, and you can go watch reels all day and YouTube and this is the problem I'm having, and how can I? And so, like, you know, people, and then I've also heard people say, like, to not be so vocal about it. And to be honest, it's a superpower. It's why I could do so many things.
Like so many buckets and putting your hands on different things and being able to complete it. But where was that messaging coming from? Do you feel like it was to protect you from something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the way I can sit here and explain it to you, and I don't make it sound that bad. Because it's not. However, you know, ADHD is associated with the younger kids, that they're giving them medicine and they, you know, moving around like zombies, or they won't sit still. You know, it shows up in kids differently. And those were, you know, they were projected as bad kids. And, you know, so it's just, to a certain degree, you don't want to, you know, you don't want to put that label on yourself because of the way people perceive it.
Absolutely.
But me being so vocal about it, it's just like, that's so powerful, because they're just like, you're doing all of these things, you got ADHD? Yep. And that's why I can do it.
But there is no limit to what you can do.
There is no limit.
And I truly, even just as a clinician, appreciate you, you know, helping to reduce that stigma, because that's what happens. There's this stigma over what we think things are and how people show up. And we have to, you know, have the awareness. And if we don't have the awareness, let's learn to have the compassion for how other people are showing up on earth. And just knowing really that most people, 9 times out of 10, are trying to do that the best that they can. And so you being the best that you can at like who you are, that's showing up in so many different, like, so many different buckets and pockets. So,
and what helped me was being so vocal.
See?
For example, I get overstimulated because of, you know, my ADHD. I got, you know, 2 businesses, and then I'm a mother, things like that. So I don't really do too many phone calls. People always want to call me and ask me questions. I got to show up doing hair. I have to show up, you know, at line dancing, and I have to show up as a mom. I don't do phone calls. Text me and without a greeting, get to the point. And people thought I was mean because, you know, if you look on my booking site for hair, it's like no text, no DMs. What it does is it screens it. Because you won't do it unless you really have to. And you're going to start off with that, hey, I'm sorry.
Hey girl,
I had to because of, you see what I'm saying? But it's really to protect myself. And so, unfortunately, you know, if some people is going to be turned off by that. But does it matter if it's allowing me to still show up? You know, so everybody doesn't get it, you know, and I'm thankful there's so many people that do get it, you know, so.
Definitely.
But ultimately, it reduces me burning out.
That's the point. And that's it right there, where we're not going to burn out. We're not going to feel depleted, and we're not going to pour into everyone else without doing that for ourselves. And so you having the the ability to say out loud, this is a part of who I am. This is how I deal with it. Really, that's a whole nother pocket right there, low key. But
having the confidence.
Yeah, having that. Yes.
If you think about it, right, from a consumer point of view, it doesn't sound fair. Well, you want me to come give you my money, but you don't want to have a conversation with me? And the answer is no. I don't want to have a conversation with you. Not because I don't like you or to take it personal, but I have a whole ship that I'm running and I can't run it answering every little question for every person. My clientele, I think I have a clientele of locks that maybe like up in between 100 and 200.
Wow.
You know, and they don't come, as consistently. But you see, that's a lot of people.
It is. That's a lot of personalities, a lot of people to remember.
And line dancing, I think, I think the most I ever got with line dancing is like about 30 people. But that's a lot of people. And and the questions are coming from the new people. Yeah. And so, I wish that I could be different, but I'm like this. So I have to do things in a way where I could keep going. So I understand, but and that me understanding how people would feel about, before I come in, join your dance class or get my hair done by you, I want to talk to you, and me saying no, show up. You know what I'm saying? Or book your appointment, because that allowed me to organize my time and where I use it. And, I get it, but I just got to pray that they show up so I can explain it to them.
Yeah, but you know what that really is, though? Those are called boundaries.
Amen.
Those are just called boundaries, and you do not have to apologize for that or feel as if it is going to be misinterpreted in a way that's going to impact your business or how people view you, because it doesn't.
And I learned something very important in barber school. You don't need all the customers or all the clientele. You just need enough of the right clientele. And that's been the most powerful thing. Yeah. You need enough of the right people. Yeah. And so to the people who don't like the way I do things, right, I just need enough of the ones who do like it. Right. And that got me through. And it gave me the confidence to stand on my booking policies, because my conversations and things like that, they have to be scheduled. I have to have time for it to be a mother, for me, homework, right? I can't answer your questions. And the phone is the most powerful because it gets me to clientele, but it's the most negative because everybody literally has 24-hour access to you. Yeah. And when you I've been cussed out. I know you see this message. And I politely tell them, like, I have phone hours just like any other job. So even though I might have seen the message, I probably did, but I'm not answering you until my phone hours. I had to get strong boundaries for myself. So I could, prevent burnout. And so with that being said, I had to give those to others. It's tough, but once you meet me, you're gonna love me. Yeah. Because I'm human. Yeah. I'm gonna show you I mess up too. I go through exactly what you're going through. And I'm committed and I'm consistent. So
let's see, where are we headed next? Whoopsie. What kind of legacy do you want to leave through the space of line dancing, square one line dancing, just you as a mom, you as a loctician and barber?
The legacy that I'm hoping to leave behind is just that if you can't find the spaces, for the things that you need, you got to create them. Yeah. Even though, hair and line dancing is very specific, no matter what it is that you feel like you need. For example, like when you're looking for a job or you're looking for a home or opportunity, right? You have a list of, it needs to have this, it needs to have that. Yeah. And you needed to kind of check off all your boxes. And my legacy, I want it to be, that if you don't find that thing that checks off all your boxes, you need to create it. Yeah. There's no excuses. Yeah. If you can't, can't find it, that doesn't mean it's over with. Yeah. It means make it.
It means make it. Oh, so that means...
Because if you need it, somebody else needs it.
Yeah. Oh, you were so right. Get in the pocket. Do you feel like success looks different now than when you first started?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I thought success was a room full of people. Okay. You know, I'm like, I need with hair, I need my books full. Okay. Now a good week for me is when I got a random Tuesday off because nobody booked. I'm like, God said go to the beach today and drink a boba drink.
Okay.
You know, God said go get a smoothie and go walk. Or, you know what I'm saying? So that's a successful week for me because I was able to squeeze in self-care. And that's powerful too. While we're at it, I treat my schedule like God made it. So when people don't book, I'm not sad. God said go here. Okay. God said go there. Because there's so many weeks, right, where I don't got no space. Yeah. And so I learned to work until the sun go down, you know, on those days. And then the days where I don't have anybody. Yeah. It's like, hey, man, God said be still. God said, you know.
God said take a nap. God said. God said.
So everybody laughs at me because they were just like, you know, you come into the shop tomorrow, and I'm just like, oh no, God said take a nap.
Oh, you know what? Somebody needs to adopt that, Nay.
Yeah. We have to enjoy our free time.
Man, because I'll be twiddling my thumbs. I mean, you know, just being an entrepreneur comes with different things.
And it's just a trauma response.
Yeah. So you want to be
anytime or free time you feel like you're wasting it, or you should be doing this or should be doing that. Yeah. Whenever you don't have nothing to do, you can get fired from a job. Yeah. God said relax.
Radical. Yeah, rest is radical. And we have to be able to understand that it's a part of regulating our nervous system and being able to like stand in that and be comfortable with resting.
Because if you think about it, in the stages of your life where you feel like, I don't want to say that you don't have anything to do. Yeah. That's not exactly what I mean. In the stages of your life where you feel overworked or, you know, you just got too much going. Yeah. Maybe somebody like me where you're going to work and school and you being a mom. It's like, do you really not have that free time, or did you spend your free time stressing because you wanted more work? You know, so everything is, you know, is God's plan. So I feel like if I was supposed to be working, I would be. Yeah. And if nobody's on those books, that means go to sleep. And so now, right, I'm not experiencing burnout because I'm utilizing the free times instead of stressing. Yeah. I'm accepting it openly, right, instead of... And it's just me changing my mentality. Situation didn't change. Yeah. And I would leave that gem for anybody starting a business or just sleep with your free time. Yeah. Not to
isolate, but you know, to make sure you are taking care of your temple.
When you're starting a business or hair or anything like that, and your clientele is low and it's slow, trust me, you're gonna miss that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna miss that because it will go away. So you enjoy it. Yeah. At the same time as, you know, put your one foot in front of the other and do what you need to grow your situation. But
yeah. Well, we have a couple more questions, then we're going to go into this lightning round. So, let me see. Let me just ask this last little ting. Let's just go with this. What's something simple that instantly brings you joy when life feels heavy?
Something simple that instantly brings me joy. Music.
Okay. Yes. Love it. Particular genre?
I would have to start with like oldies and R&B.
Oh. Okay. What kind of oldies though? Which I mean, you got 60s, 70s. Well, depends. You might think 2000. It's 2000
oldies. Right. I don't know what oldies, but I can go into specifics. Okay. There's this song "I Like It" by DeBarge. Okay. And then we got the song by Shalimar. What's the song?
There's a couple of them.
I can't think of it. For the Lover in You.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So those are the older songs that I taught my kids to like impress my mom. Yeah. Because my mom, oh my God, I'm about to take y'all back. So my mom had those big old tall CD things.
The whole tower.
She had like 5 of them, full.
Wow.
Alphabetical order. So we just always been a music family.
Yeah.
And so I knew she would be geeked about my kid. Anita Baker. That's another one.
Oh yeah.
So
classic.
I feel like that grounds us because we gonna turn it on in the car and turn it up, and we all gonna be singing, and everybody know the words.
Absolutely.
I think that's instant and free.
Okay.
And also like dancing. Dancing just makes your soul happy.
Yeah, it does.
It does. So, you dance before you eat something good.
Just a little wiggle, a little something to it.
Yeah, so I would have to say music and dancing ultimately. So
okay, love that. We are going to go into our lightning round. Okay. So lightning round, Nay, is where I'm just going to ask you some questions, this or that, and you give me your first response. Okay. All right, girl. Line dancing or trap music?
Both.
Okay.
We got some line dancing to some trap music. You know what I mean?
Look fly. Look
the T.I.
Oh, yes. Let them know. So, yeah. Have you been paying attention to the beef with him and 50? Or would we call it a beef? I don't know if we would even call it a beef, but do you have any thoughts about that?
Yeah.
Anything you want to say?
I'm going to keep it light.
Okay.
I won't say what I don't like. Let's say what I do like.
Lead, strength,
I
base.
like the way T.I. family showing out.
Okay.
From the baby on up.
Okay, yeah.
Now my mama.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. Not mine. Okay. Yes. I understand. I did a short queen. Yeah.
I just feel like it's some people mamas you can talk about, and there's some people mamas you can't.
Yeah.
And the Harris family said not ours.
Yeah. They definitely standing on business with that.
Amen.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's how mine's better come about me.
They better step. Yeah. I get it. Girls trip or vacation? Not the face, Nay.
I would definitely choose a vacation. Okay. I'm a lover girl, but I'm single.
Okay. That's okay.
So I've only really had access to these girls trips. Okay. But I'm dying for a vacation. Okay. They're fun. Traveling in general. Yeah, for sure. But if I had to choose, I'm going to say vacation for sure.
Okay. What's a place you'd like to go when that time does come?
Bali. Ooh. I want to put on those dresses and get on the swing.
Yeah. Oh,
I can't wait.
Oh, yeah. I can see you in all the colors. Maybe that cute coral, red, all the things.
I think I want green. Green? But the scenery is green. So I'll have to do something else, like yellow.
Yeah, I can see.
Something real feminine. Yes. Yeah. So. But the scenery is green. So green wouldn't. Yeah. But.
Yeah. No, any color you choose, it would pop.
It would eat. Yeah.
Yeah. So. Definitely. All right. Kaylani or Summer Walker?
Kaylani.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So
listen, she just did that epic thing with Brandy. She did. So I'm biased on the recent current events. You know what I mean? So
yeah. I pulled from that when I was thinking of this question. Yeah. I was like, oh, that one eats
Kaylani, because I love her voice, but that beat, baby.
Yeah.
Because just the instrumental, and then the words just make it better, Then she got Brandy on the other version. Listen, I'm in love.
Well, since we're talking about Brandy, real quick, I'm just gonna throw this one in there. Brandy or Monica? You better get it right. Because I know this is a whole thing between me and Q, by the way. But I'll tell you who she is after. So.
Let's see. That's hard.
It ain't that hard when you're on the right side.
That's hard.
Come on, Nay. Which one?
Brandy or Monica? I'm going to say the tour, both of them.
The tour?
The tour.
Okay.
Both of them.
Yes.
Give me both of them.
Okay.
That's so hard.
Okay. Well, let me help you. Monica. Okay. It's Team Monica. Kiana, she's Team Brandy. We just Now you can't. What you gonna do now?
Okay, listen. I am an all-time Monica. Okay. Like back in the day, I was Monica.
Okay.
But I feel like I feel like my natural me would say Monica.
Okay.
Because she's just that girl.
She is.
Hands down.
Hands down.
But the way Brandy shows up is appealing now to the person I'm becoming.
Oh, I love that.
The way she shows up, the way her voice, Brandy is that word we said, she timeless. Okay. Monica is that too. And don't think that anything I'm saying about Brandy is taken away from Monica. But Monica is she appealed to my youth more. And Brandy is just her old soul. Like Brandy was like, she was with Whitney. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like I said, I can't take away from Monica at all. Monica is that girl she always gonna be. What I will say is I appreciated Brandy's value later in life. Okay. Everything, but Monica, I from day one, I knew her value. I seen it, right? Yeah. But it took me until now to appreciate Brandy. You know,
the vocal Bible as they call it.
Yes, right. Yeah. And so that's what got me so Brandy right now.
Okay, Brandy right now. I love that. I love how you just work that process out for yourself. I had to, because I'm just like, baby, I love Monica. I love her. Yeah, but I respect that. I totally respect that. Yeah,
you could have asked me this maybe 2-3 years ago. It would have been Monica fast, but I can't leave Brandy out. Brandy doing some things, and she a local. You know what I mean?
She is.
And so
I feel that.
And so it's just
Okay.
We got
All right, stand on it. Okay, got you.
That was hard.
It is.
My feelings hurt a little bit.
But quiet morning or late night?
Quiet morning.
Quiet morning. Okay. Yeah.
Late night sound like stress.
Oh, ooh. Yeah.
It sound like I'm gonna be hungover tomorrow or I can't sleep.
Okay.
Early morning.
Okay. All right. Love it. Sneakers or heels?
Sneakers.
Any particular, like, your go-to, like, you just like, these, I have a collection of something or anything like
Hoka.
that?
No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Nike.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Brunch or dinner? Brunch. Yeah. With or without libations?
Both.
Okay.
But with.
Okay.
With.
All right. Yeah. City night or a beach day?
Beach day.
I felt like you was gonna say beach day from what you said earlier.
Yeah, I'm growing up.
And I probably have the answer to this one too, but text message or phone call? Text, yeah.
But you can text me and tell me to call you.
Okay.
I need that, right? Because if you call without saying I need to talk.
Yeah. What do you want? How can I help you?
But the text, you can drop it on me, like call me when you get a chance. Cool,
yeah.
So
I like that. Natural glam or full glam?
Natural
glam. Okay.
I got on a little extra today than I normally wear.
No, it's just right.
But natural glam.
Okay.
I actually got freckles. Yeah.
Have I not been looking at you? Like, I look at you.
They so light though.
Okay.
They so light. My daughter, my oldest, she be like, show your freckles. You know what I mean?
Now I'm gonna be all in your face. Like,
I'm gonna be like, look, girl.
Exactly.
Yeah. So.
Where'd they come from? Like what side of your family? You don't know? Okay.
Well, my mom's Creole.
Okay.
I will have to say that side just because.
Okay.
And then my dad's side has heavy Indian, so I don't know who has freckles, but I got them.
Okay. Shout out to your parents.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm the only child.
Nay.
Yeah.
Seriously? Oh.
I love my parents because I didn't think nobody else was important but me.
Okay.
I'm just playing.
No, that's. I mean, I'm sure they love their grandgirls. I'm sure,
yes,
and all the
obviously.
things. Yeah.
Yes.
But yes, you were the first. You started.
They mine.
Yeah.
They only mine.
Yeah.
I love that for me. But I don't lean on it too much.
Yeah.
Super duper self-sufficient.
Yeah. But they're there when you need.
Because I always looked at them like people. I seen them.
Yeah.
And so, me seeing my mom as a young lady is like, I didn't want her to I wanted to take some of that off of her. So that's how I became so self-sufficient.
Okay.
Wanted to like not be a burden on my mother. Wanted to, you know.
Well, she sees you too. You know, she shows up. You know, I've had the pleasure to meet her. Yeah,
she shows up. She'll teach a class for me. That's my girl.
Love it. Yeah.
My dad too.
Love it.
That's the funder. That's big money. He gonna fund everything. What you need? What you need? Got gas? You need?
Would you call yourself a daddy's girl if that's the case, or you feel like you just respect?
I'm definitely a daddy's girl.
Okay.
Because I feel like my parenting, my structure is definitely more rooted in the way he is.
Okay.
The way I show up as a parent is definitely more him.
Okay.
Now what we look like, that's all mama.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
The way I put us together, we always matching, the hair, that's mama. But just the structure though, the structure of it is definitely my dad.
What a beautiful balance. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. They did a good job with you, Nay.
Thank you.
Welcome. So early flight or red eye?
Red eye.
Red eye. Okay. Get to rest.
I don't want to miss none of the day.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you partake in drinks, but wine or margarita? If you do.
Wine.
Okay. Sunday reset or Saturday turn up?
Sunday reset.
Ooh, and today is Sunday. Oh, happy National Women's Day, actually, because today is. Yeah, it is. So shout out to all the women that are doing beautiful things in the world. It's your day.
We are proud of you guys.
Yeah.
And you.
Yeah.
And me.
Oh, exactly. Let's get in there. Thank you. Playlist or DJ?
DJ.
Okay, because I know you have a DJ. I'm not gonna look.
DJ
I'm gonna,
right?
You know period. Yes.
Yeah. So my 16-year-old has been DJing for about 1.5 to 2 years now.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. She wouldn't take those darn headphones off.
So you said what?
I decided you like music. You got an ear.
Yeah.
And we ripped the Band-Aid off, and she's good.
Yeah.
She's good, and she gets booked. She works at least every month, at least once.
Wow.
And that's big for...
That's huge.
And she's making like about $50, $60 an hour.
Let's go.
Come on now. Yeah.
That is amazing.
Because remember how I said, we got to create those jobs that...
Yes.
So,
legacy. I love it. Yep. I love it.
Figure out what you're good at and monetize it, and no excuses.
And take it from there. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. We've got to... Promote.
Yes.
Soft life or hustle season?
Hustle season.
Okay.
I ain't made it to soft life yet.
Okay.
It's something I want, but I love hustle.
Okay.
I enjoy it.
Okay.
And I think you could tell.
Okay.
I love wearing all my hats.
Okay. Yeah. I just love you say you ain't made it to soft life yet, but that might come when you take those little naps,
right?
Or get the smoothie once in a while.
Yeah, but I feel like I got a hustle life with soft breaks.
Ooh, yeah. Wait, Nay, that belongs like on a shirt or something.
Right?
Wait, say that again. Can you repeat it?
I got a hustle life with soft breaks. Because a soft life sound too long. Right? I
love it.
I gotta keep moving. I got ADHD.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Mm-hmm. Last one. Lock, updo, or flowing locks?
Flowing locks.
Love it.
I could eat a updo, but yeah, that's the point. Mm-hmm. That's how we we could let it hang, get in the water, go swimming. Mm-hmm. I love that. Yeah.
So before we wrap up, I just want to ask you one. Well, actually, there's two. The first one is, what does light work era mean to you? Like, what is light work for you? Then I got one final question.
What is light work?
Yeah.
It's kind of like, I feel like it's like the work you do like by yourself. Yeah. Right? On the inside. The stuff that like nobody sees. It's the hard stuff, the most important.
Yeah.
Because you can, go through something and like learn from it. But then the real work is when you get by yourself and say like, okay, what am I going to do differently since I learned that?
Yes.
and that's what it means to me.
I love it. Yes. Well, you are definitely embodying Lightwork Era. Absolutely. And the final question is, when people come to see you, when they are sitting in your chair, or stepping into one of your dance classes, what do you hope they leave with that they didn't have when they walked in?
I hope they leave with confidence. I hope they feel better about themselves.
Yeah.
That's my whole thing, is making people better, making them pretty.
Yeah.
Making them better. Because it's like, if your hair is done, or you know a dance you didn't know, can't nobody tell you nothing. Yeah. So that's my job, to make sure can't nobody tell you nothing.
Yeah, that part. Can't nobody tell you nothing.
Nobody tell you nothing.
Nay, tell the world where they can find you, support you, pull up on you. What is happening?
They can find me on Instagram at Nay Bae Locs. That's NayBaeLocs. Nay Bae Locs. And then for the line dancing page, it's at Square One Line Dancing. And you spell out the word square, you put the number 1, and then line dancing behind it. So that's where you can find me. Also, I'm going to throw in my daughter, because we told you guys she's the DJ.
Period. And
her DJ page is at dj.shy, and that's spelled dj.chyyyy. Yeah. So follow her, book her.
Yes, please book her.
Or you can book a tag team where you have your DJ and your line dancing,
and the line dancing, a whole setup.
The family works.
Oh my goodness, that's legacy. Yes, I love it, Nay. And so we're about to see. Well, for some of the audience that's watching us on via YouTube, or maybe even the video on Spotify, Apple, you're gonna grace us with like a beautiful. Just segment, giving us, live and in color with the girls. Thank you so much for joining me today and for sharing just your light work, what's happening with you in life, just your journey. I truly appreciate you. What you're creating through beauty, movement, and community is something that people carry with them long after they leave. And we witnessed that. I've witnessed that. The world is witnessing that. So it's such an honor to be able to sit with you and watch this in real time. And to everyone watching and listening, thank you for being a part of Lightwork Era. Please remember to like, follow, and subscribe. So are y'all ready? I have the pleasure of introducing Nay, DJ Shy, and Jeanette, aka Jazzy Girl. They are gonna do it! I'm so excited!
Oh yeah. Maybe that boy, young boy. T-time. Finna hit my walk. Limp with the walk. Finna hit my walk. Limp with the walk. Somebody limp with the walk. Hit that walk. Somebody limp with the walk. Hit that walk. Somebody limp with the walk. Move to the left, now limp with the walk. Move to the right, now limp with the walk. Get real low, now limp with the walk. Everybody limp with the walk. Finna show you how I limp with the walk. Let's go. Finna hit my walk. When I'm up in the club, I don't wanna talk. Limp with the walk. Finna hit my walk. When I see a bad bitch in the parking lot. Limp with the walk. Finna hit my walk. When I hear that live song drop. Limp with the walk. Finna hit my walk. I don't care what you say. Finna hit my walk. Finna hit my walk. 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 Hit my walk. I'ma show these niggas I'm nothing to be played with. You can't do what I do. I see you niggas basic. Everywhere that I go, I swear that I'm the man. Everywhere that I go, I gotta do my dance. Move to the left, then I live with the walk. Move to the right, then I live with the walk. She gon' make it jump to the beat like hoppity, 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 hop. These shows be tripping off that lid. They want me to smash straight hit from the back. She don't really know how to act, but when she throw that booty back, I'm like, oh my God. Hey, when she throw it on back and I be like, oh my God. Hey, do it one time for the boy like, oh my God. Throw it on back like, oh my God. Oh my God, let's go. Finna hit my walk when I'm up in the club, I don't wanna talk. Limp with the walk. Finna hit my walk when I see a bad bitch in the parking lot. Limp with the walk. Finna hit my walk when I hear that live song drop. Limp with the walk. Finna hit my walk, I don't care what you say. Finna hit my walk. Finna hit my walk. Hit my walk. Finna hit my walk. Hit my walk, finna hit my walk, somebody hit my walk with it. Walk, walk, walk.